Lewis. I'm here in Hansville, Washington, and I wanted to make a video talk about, I guess, what's happening. Um, so there's this protest in D.C. and I can't. And this is some a disturbing thing about this area is I can't trust anything. Um, I'm you know I used to have like sources and websites I trusted, and now I don't. No, I got nothing. I got speculative conspiracy forums, and I got friends and family send me stuff, and the mainstream media. I have Infowars, Tim Pool. Who else? Ben Swan. I watched Ron Paul's Liberty Report. I listened to Joe Rogan Experience. That's not really political, but it's just generally kind of I listen to a lot of various perspectives. Right? You got pulp culture, you got fringe left, fringe right. So, and I've been kind of this has been my media intake for decades. But now now it's all opinion, and it's almost impossible to determine what is actually happening. Like I can't get a number of how many people actually turned out to the Trump protests. Mainstream media's not even giving us a number. Said it's a sparse crowd, but then I see photos of the entire mall, which would fit. That could be 1 million plus people. But I can't tell if those photos are real. Breitbart I think said 300,000 people. So it's like really don't know, but it looked like hundreds of thousands of people, and people like Ben Swan said it was hundreds of thousands of people, and he was there. But man, wild. So I really don't like. I'm getting my godparents. They sent me communications, and they're saying this is it. The Q network is making their move. The Alliance is making their move, and all this stuff. I just I don't know what to believe. And I'm just sick and tired of being told to wait. What Trump did wrong, he did a lot of things wrong, but he said one thing I wanted to focus on was he said, "I will march with you," and I don't think he did. I think I think we'd be living in a totally different world if Trump was at the head of that column attacking the Capitol building. If Trump had walked at the head of the crowd up to Capitol Hill and went up to the police barricade and said, "I'm the president, let me through," and fucking that'd be wild. That'd be a real coup. That'd be hardcore. I don't think Alexander the Great or Julius Caesar, for that matter, or any of these great conquerors or these legendary leaders would have, I don't think King David, would have told his supporters to come to the Capitol and then be like, "I'll march with you, but first I want to go back to I'm going to sit in my palace and see how this all plays out." It's wild. He put the ball 100% in Pence's court, and I see why he did it. I just think it was just what a wasted opportunity. I think it's a horrible, dangerous place we're in when a military coup or a populist uprising like that actually seems kind of favorable to me. I'm a bit of an extremist, but I'm very nonviolent. And I think it's What a wasted opportunity. Like, I just, this is a recurring theme with our leadership is that we have terrible leaders who don't lead us. They're dictators. They tell us how it is and they tell us what to do, but they don't actually get out and lead. They're not climbing the walls of some city. Leading the troops into battle. They're not. It's 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 fucking bananas. It's bananas that everything's bananas. It's crazy, and we're losing all our freedoms and our rights and all that. And it's I'm people might not even be able to travel without taking these vaccines and stuff like that. And it's wild. This whole thing's wild. But I guess to reiterate, I think what a different world we live in if Trump had just marched to the head of that column, opened up the doors of the Capitol to the mob, fucking, that would have been wild. That would have been wild. I mean, I'm glad it didn't go that way, but at the same time, man, it would have been wild. It would have been exciting. And that's not the type of leadership I want, but it would have been it's better than what we have. These cowards and these chicken hawks who send people off to fight wars in other countries. You know, I mean, we're engaged in perpetual warfare, and the United States is, and that's just how we're not a free society because we're engaged in perpetual war, and no free society does that. This is a totalitarian system with a that seems free, but you know, guy was listening, I think, to a little David Icke earlier, and he said it was something along the lines, to be free, you just have to live free. And I really believe that. I believe if we just, whatever we do, we just choose to keep working, keep building a better future, and keep moving forward. And all this waiting, I mean, this 2020 and now into 2021, we're just being told to wait. And I don't find that very supportive. I don't find that helpful. Putting society on a holding pattern is not good leadership. And we can't allow ourselves to allow the gardens, our gardens, to be overtaken with weeds, and to allow our children not to, have a better future than us. We want to progress as a species, not digress. And we're just seeing too much consolidation of power. All the doublespeak. I mean, people are out of their gourd. They want to defend democracy by increasing censorship. You know, how can you have a real democracy if the ideas are censored? What do we want? Do we want to vote between two people who agree on everything? And that's really where we're at right now. It's the Republicans and the Democrats are the same party. One's slightly nicer, another one slightly meaner. I don't see a big difference between the two parties. Almost 10 minutes. Well, I hope this was interesting. And yeah, it's wild times. We just gotta stay centered and keep working and moving forward with our lives, make plans, and not get too worried and stressed out about this future. Um, you know, plan, stay strong. One thing I like to add though is, and I've said this before, is I don't vote or participate in this political system because for a bunch of reasons, but mostly because there's nobody who represents me. And if this is a representative government, a republic, um, why would I vote for anybody who doesn't represent me? There is no warrior monk politician getting up there being like, you know, if we have a problem with these countries, why not just go over there and challenge the ruling class to mutual combat? Solve this like men. I'm kind of kidding, but no, the reason I don't vote is because I think these people are mass murderers. So I don't vote for people who I believe to be a mass murderer. And if you're president of this empire, you are a mass murderer. If you don't just start bringing all the troops home, if you get up in that office and you're not disclosing, um, you know, government secrets, military secrets, and you perpetuate the secret state of this empire, the secret American empire. Literally, these Americans don't know we have an empire. It is insane. So, yeah, I don't vote for these people because they're murderers. And I'm slowly, I'm going to phase myself out of most of the social media stuff. I deleted all the apps off my phone. I'm just going to use my computer. So, once a day, I'll probably just check in, get my daily dose of hate and intrigue, and move on from there. There's so much I'd like to know that I don't know right now, and but yeah, I'm going to be making some decisions here soon. I'm going to start planning. I want to start traveling here, and again here shortly, and yeah, I'm going to play a little music here, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, this is Lewis. Have a good night.